Oh yeah, Figgy time, buddy. Let's get this rolling and see what Ringside Collectibles has brought in today. You know what? It ain't cutting right. I'm coming in backwards. We ain't stopping until the damn box gets cracked open because for the first time, actually the second go around, Mattel has released the defining moments, but none quite like this, you guys. Check this out. We got the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, Mankind, Shawn Michaels, Bret the Hitman Hart, and you know what? We gotta slide this damn out of the box. Otherwise, we won't be able to see what the packaging all includes. And I gotta say, for the Maki Mocks, this, you guys, is a dream come true. Maybe not necessarily remove it from the box, but nonetheless, it is here before us. Upside down, right side up, defining moments. Cody Rhodes, look at this. The look you make when you use discount code HERO at WrestlingFigures.com. Yeah! What an insane match. And I have to say, all the rest, you guys, definitely don't do one short. I mean, after all, we got Mankind over here at the top of the Hell in a Cell. We got Taker wondering like, yo, when the hell are you coming out of the box? Plain and simple, buddy boy. You don't gotta be sad like the Hitman. You just gotta be celebrating like HBK because we are gonna unbox this right now. Full in-depth review of the defining moments. Actually, you know what? I think for the first time, though, we do got to call them out because this is a thing of beauty. Now, we've seen them in the past, but never in this style of packaging commemorating a ringside exclusive. Only place to get it, man. You guys want to go ahead and get this? Simple, right? Now, some of them have gone on back order, but I'm pretty sure that if you guys wanted certain specifics, well, guess what? You're going to get it because discount code HERO, they don't got you with the tape over here. Well, they got you with the discount code, but they don't got you with the damn tippity tape. So we got a little extra bonus slipping out, but it don't mean that we can't slide it out and see what all these figures are going to look like once they come out of the packaging. And I can tell you, man, this is a thing of true Figgy beauty. Shawn Michaels, he's like, yo, Hero Fakes, you know you got to tune up the band, right? Well, I don't know, bro. I mean, the way you're looking in there, it looks like he got sucked in the box. And he's like, WHF, get me the hell out of here right now because we're not going to be able to lay down the sweet chin unless if Shawn Michaels lays it down. Check this out. Royal Rumble 1997 in front of his home crowd. That's right. This is going to probably be sold out over in Texas. So if you guys are in the Texas area, know that man is on a high list because Cody Rhodes has come back here at Hell in a Cell, right? Who remembers this match? Now I'm going to go ahead and tell you, for anybody with the faint of heart, probably not the best match to watch. I mean, unless you like the gruesomeness that we're going to get in here. Oh, man. I got to tell you, I'm very excited for this. Like this Cody Rhodes, all right, we got some over here that are waiting over. We got the Ultimate Edition. We got his very first Elite. But we need to see what the crap this man is going to do for the lads right here for the WHF universe. After all, this guy, there was no quit. He's like, no, I don't know, man. I tore my bicep. I tore part of my chest pectoral. Actually, it was all connected. Nonetheless, we're going to get a full in-depth right there of the scars mate at Hell in a Cell. That's how you define it, boys. That's right. Good old JR is coming back right here in the old tune voice because after all, Mankind, bang, bang. It ain't no Cactus Jack. But this, you guys, this is revamping the whole thought process of what the man wanted to recreate, right? He's like, should I come out over here? Should I be landing up on the... No, he didn't do it on Taker. Matter of fact, he ended up going through that cell, and then Mankind's like, bro, you can't do it up like this, man. 1998, King of the Ring, a match for the ages, and we got one more. We got one more. We got one. We got... Got Bret the Hitman Hart with the excellence of execution right there in the front, on the back, and I'm going to tell you, he's going to have some damn competition. Like Shawn Michaels, he always brought the heat to the man, but at the end of the day, he's going to have some serious competition with his recent defining moments. Well, that and the very first Ultimate Edition revamp with the butterfly joints. But we're talking too much, you guys. We got to get all four of these going. Cody, where are you at, buddy? I'm right here, Hero Fakes. Discount code HERO. Let's get these out of the box. Yeah! Here we have all figures out of the packaging, and I got some great comparisons alongside whether you're talking about the earlier original defining moments or recent Ultimate Edition that we can put up against these figures. Now, as a set, as a ringside exclusive, this is pretty strong. I feel like they chose a lot of strong gears. There are some minor imperfections that we are going to dissect, but I definitely need to talk about the obvious, and I got to say the revamps with the scans, with the gear, with the fabric goods, there's going to be so much to cover within this video. So I say we start out right here with your boy Cody Rhodes and Shawn Michaels knocking out the Sweet Chin Party before we can even get it rolling. Come on, man. What are you doing that you shouldn't be doing, and instead what you should be bringing? Now, what they did bring was no entrance jacket, right? So there's a huge letdown without a doubt in the accessory department, but at the same time, we have the kettlebell, and if you want to have like a hardcore match of the ages, what better way than to do it up right here with the Mattel version? Now, I believe WSC actually did end up picking one up. I believe it was either from the Barbie section or a different department in the figgy realm. Nonetheless, I feel like this one is given one up within that, man. If you guys saw that match, you guys should go check it out, because I truly think that this right here, unfortunately, I never got a chance to pick it up, so I can't give you a comparison. Matter of fact, this is the very first time that Mattel is releasing right here in the figure lineup. So again, nothing that you can compare it, but what you can do with it. Pliable material, pretty soft. The overall material, you can see it's very, very bendy. You can actually interloop it. You can intertwine it against your opponent's neck. So you want to choke them out and be like, no, man, this is what I get when I don't use code HERO. I'm just kidding, bro. For real, this is really neat. Like, you can really do quite a bit with this. So, yes, no entrance jacket, but at the same time, this is definitely doing one up. As far as interchanging hands, you will get some. You're going to get mic open on the figure. You're going to get full close fist, one with the actual wrist strap, one without. And then for those that wanted to do the nut grab, well, you can do it up, unless if Cody Rhodes says, bro, we ain't doing no nut grabs, man. This is titty grab. Whichever grab you're grabbing, know that Cody Rhodes is going to be able to get you right there with them hands. Now, as far as the figure itself, as you guys know, the belt, they haven't done this man right. And for a second, I know we talked about this in the past, but I know we said, you know, Mattel's working on it. You guys just be patient. I'm pretty sure eventually they're going to end up coming through. Unfortunately, they haven't. So you know what? We still got good old Jazzwares that we can throw on it if you wanted to display it with the appropriate look. So Jazzwares on the left, Mattel on the right, and why the hell have they not thought of the process of actually giving this man a strap? Well, I tell you what, I can't help you out with that, but I will tell you that you can actually still be able to fit this on your Mattel figure. So if you guys do prefer the Jazzwares, this right here should work pretty good. So obviously pros and cons on both. This one gets the outside stitching. This one doesn't. But at the same time, I feel like the straps are definitely more important. So if you guys do want to see it with that, let's go ahead and slap it on for those that were wondering if Jazzwares can pull a dub right here on Mattel. And from what I'm seeing, same torso, same look. So it should be no problem. Only concern is it going to stay on for the damn video? Nonetheless, you guys get the gist of how it would look if this damn hole would go in. There you go. Nope, still not yet. You got to mess around with it for quite a bit before you can actually get it in there. But nonetheless, that's exactly what she said. Look at that. Fit on there like a damn glove. Back end, you got Nightmare. And then the torso. This is where the good part comes about this figure. Because I know you guys are curious, like Eurofix. How well was the bruise executed? Well, from what I'm seeing, you guys, from one man to another, from one injury done to this man, to the WHF fam, it has happened. And I can tell you, I would have wrestled. I would not have gone out at Hell in a Cell if my damn bicep and chest were looking like the damn plum man, dude. That is so wrong on so many levels. But at the same time, you know what? You got to do it for the game. Now, as far as the inside bicep, you can tell that part of it kind of like fades away into the wrist strap. For the actual chest piece, I do think that it was executed pretty good, so it doesn't look like it was just slapped on. It's blending in pretty good. It depends on what part you're asking about, but I gotta say I'm pretty happy that this was an actual piece that they included with the figure, right? Because they could have gotten away with it, and I know you're talking about like Eurofix. Are you talking about Mattel? Fantasy, figure, warfare? Well, that's what it is, right? Because at the end of the day, you guys know that the paint apps, they're not going to be down to the T. The actual execution of some of the decals and designs, I know we've been talking about Stinger lately, but Cody Rhodes, he could definitely do one up right there in that chat. Look at that star. Cody Rhodes, he's like, hero fix. You tromping over here all over my gear. I ain't tromping on nobody, man. The only thing I'm going to say is that there's definitely some shortcuts that have been made and no plans to readjust that belt. So once they do, then you'll get WHF and the WHF universe on that gravy train. Until then, I got to say that they definitely nailed it pretty damn good on the overall gear. Same boot design. So if you guys were curious, like how he compares alongside his very first Elite release, well, here he is, man. Low size comparison, put him right there. They should be right there at eye level. So as far as like the battles and disputes you've already been having in your action figure matches, this right here should do one up. Now, one thing that we could do, which you guys know, man, turn on that notification bell. If you guys are stopping by for the first time, hit the subscribe button and definitely drop a like if you guys want to play around with future fix-ups with these, because I got some great ideas that are already playing out. And I got to tell you, this right here, it has fallen still at a 9.1. If I gave it anything less, I feel like I'd be doing this man wrong. Now, let's keep going in this, because Shawn Michaels can't bring the band unless we take off the fam with the gear. Now, we can't take off the fam in the middle of the name, the sweet chin love that this man has carried through. He ain't going to end it with this botched looking ass entrance gear. Look at it. Like when it's on the figure, I can't explain to you, but it's looking oversized, man. Like the head scan looks a little bit overly proportioned. I still want to play around with this. I would still love to see this as an Ultimate Edition. Definitely drop a like if that's something you guys want to do, because as you guys know, the last release of the greatest hits, we already converted it. This is actually based off the Amazon Shawn Michaels mixed in with it, but a little side-by-side comparison, you can see that, oh yeah, man, you're getting UE conversion. If we got Attitude Michaels over here already in Ultimate, why the hell can't we do it up with this man? Now, once you do take off the hat, which actually, this is actually going to play out really good. I know some people have been inquiring about this, like, bro, are we going to get the JR looking ass hat on Michaels? Well, your answer right here has been answered, and it's on there pretty good, you guys. Like, it sits on there flush, no issues. You can turn the figure upside down, and you still got a lot of good stuff going on. Now, when you bring it down, I'm sure it would actually fix that weird look that it's given, because it kind of gives it like a no neck. Like, when you got this top piece right here, it just kind of gives it like this no neck look. But when you do slide the arms down, you can see that it actually looks a little bit better on the figure. Now, the actual print on mine, I'm not sure if you guys are picking up on this, but instead of a 5 o'clock shadow, my dude, it's got a straight up 6 o'clock. Look at this. So part of the facial hair is supposed to actually be down right here on the bottom chin area. This is actually slightly elevated a little bit past it, which is kind of giving like an overlap look on the actual scan once it sits on there. It's not that bad, but I will say when you do have figures mocked up in packaging the way that this was, you might get those Q issues that you won't be able to pick through. I mean, after all, it's a ringside exclusive, so you wouldn't, I'm saying if it was like in the wild, you'd be screwed. So I really hope that this is the only key, quality control issue that we come across, because I got to say still, pretty strong. Now, as far as the pants, these are all soft, pliable material. This is on soft goods compared to the last one, which I believe, yeah, we got solid rubber. You also had some bottoms. They're laying in the fodder bin. But you guys can see right here that with right here, the defining moments, they definitely stepped it up, man. A lot of good colors mixed in. Really good the way that they did the belt. If you look at it, they actually did add the design right there around the waist area, and it does come through all the way. On the back end, we got Heartbreak Kid, and then all the way down, we're going to tune it up because Shawn Michaels wouldn't want it any other way. So all you got to do is slide it down, right? You go ahead and do the un-Velcro from the back end, and then you should have no problem getting this going right here. And a lot of definitely entrance pieces within this set. And that's kind of my concern why Cody Rhodes didn't bring his entrance gear with it. So, I mean, I know the accessory was definitely an important thing to throw into the series, but I still would have loved to seen that. And there is budget issues, so at the end of the day, I can definitely see where they were going. Now, when you do take off all the goods, you'll get the pinless double design elbow that we will see with all the figures. You'll get the tattoo on the left-hand corner, and on the wrist straps, you will get continuation of the star, but it will be in the upper hand area. It will be wrist strapped right there that you can throw down, and you can also interswap it with two mic opens. So if you guys were curious if you got that, well, they got you, right? Because after all, Shawn Michaels can't carry good old Texas if you don't got Mike open. Now, as far as the tights, again, there are some minor imperfections on the actual like colors of the gear. I mean, at the end of the day, I definitely remember this being a little bit more glittery, a little bit more shiny. Matter of fact, it's on the packaging. If you guys were wondering what they aren't doing right here, well, I'm going to go ahead and show you kind of what we're talking about. I mean, it's not that it's like wrong, but at the same time, they could have definitely done it one up. He's like, come on, Mattel, what is good? I'll tell you what's good. Shawn Michaels right here. He says, dude, show him the damn gear, Hero Fix. You ain't showing the heart broken, because that's what it is, right? The man, he had a heart broken, right? Actually, he's got 1, 2, he's got 3 up front, and then on the back end, I believe he's got 4. Yeah, so he's got 2 on the back, upper thigh areas, and then 2 on the knees. And then as far as the boots, it will carry the same look right there that we have seen in Ultimate Edition, except on this one, actually, this ain't Ultimate Edition. This is based off the greatest hits. So same style of boots right there with it, same paint apps. And I gotta say, regardless of the fact that once you do put the gear on, like once you do take it off, I do think that the head scan sits on there pretty good. I don't have any concerns, and I definitely see this right here turning into a really good custom Ultimate Edition right here on the near future, bro. It would be nuts if we didn't get this converted, giving us this brand new scan right there with it. I mean, not that it's new, but it does have the True FX printed on, which we haven't seen with this look. I'm giving this figure still a 9.5, you guys. I love the figure, and I love Mankind. But before we can look at Mankind, I want to check out the Hitman, because Bret the Hitman Hart is making a nice little return special right here with the jacket. Now, the last time, which I believe it might have been the only time, correct me if I'm wrong, I know that they also have released some other ones, but it wasn't based off like the later look with the jacket. So seeing it on there, you guys, I like both jackets. One thing that I will say that the the very first defining moments is bringing versus over here is the actual like strap right here, or the actual zipper part. You can see that it's all actually like a different color versus over here, it's solid black. Which one do you guys prefer? I'm pretty sure fitment wise, they are both looking pretty identical, really nothing different until you get to the back end. On the back end, you'll get a completely different logo from what we already have seen over here with the Hitman and the Hart Foundation. So Hart Foundation on his own, doing it up. He still had help, but you guys damn well know that Hitman couldn't make the comeback with the shiny glasses, which I gotta call him out, you guys, because I feel like this right here is definitely more iconic to the moment. I know that he did wear some like these at times, but it's still at the same time, I feel like when you slip it off, yeah, true representation without a doubt. And I do believe right here that the Ultimate Edition does have a pretty good competition within the figure, because after all, you guys, it's almost based off like a similar theme with the gear, right? So we're getting that main primary color being pink, and then the rest being the highlighter black. Now, when you do slip off the jacket, first, I'm going to go ahead and recommend you to take off the hands. That way you don't rip the little, it's not leather, it's more like a pleather, but nonetheless, you don't want to have the excellence of execution, not executing a proper figure review without it. There we have it. So we got to slip it back on there, and look at this, you guys. For the first time in a very long time, I actually don't recall Mattel rolling up here and giving us, right, actual like protection in between the fabric goods to prevent paint rub. But look at this. They got it all covered right there with, it looks like tape. So it looks like they're trying to avoid some of those paint rub issues that they have had in the past, which huge thumbs up, Mattel. Stepping up right here with it all. Now, you will get full-on open hands. If you do want to interswap it, you will get mic open that you can throw down with the Hitman. Now, as far as the top, you can do this right here into an Ultimate Edition. So for those that were curious, like Hero Fix, what can we do with the Ultimate that we've gotten over here with the Elite? So as far as the logo, it's almost centered identical as to where it should be. It's got the same similar black outline on the back end. Yeah, exact same. So again, if you guys want to create like your own Ultimate version of this, I do think that the top part on this would definitely be a nice little addition mixed in with the Elite. I mean, after all, completely different gears, right? Different time, different era. The front right there, we're getting the hearts. And then on this one, this is getting like the full-on black flames where we got all the stars. So I might do that, you guys. I know it's definitely worth contemplating, because I truly feel like this Hitman, it's definitely nice, bro. I really dig it. But at the same time, you guys know that we enjoy the Ultimate Edition theme a lot better. Plus the torso, I mean, check this out. So yes, we're going to play around with these. Whether we get cracked on it, well, that's going to be up to the WHF fam, and also up to those that are subscribing right now. Because after all, man, Master June is like, yo, Hero Fix, did they subscribe? You damn skip. And not only did they subscribe, but they also got a chance to check out the interchangeable head scan that you can swap this out. Now, the mask, it is removable, actually very similar to what we did see right there with the prior elites. The only thing I would have requested, and I don't think I'm asking for much, right? Just an idea, but if you're going to give us Mankind, give us Sacco. Like, this was a signature piece. I know it was different time, but throw it in there as a little bonus if you guys were curious right there what it looks like alongside the old scan. This one is a little bit brighter. It looks like the brown is actually more like, it's got more of a lighter brown tint to it. This has more of a darker tint. As far as like the head scan underneath it, you can remove it. All you got to do is pull it up and you'll get the same scan that we have seen, except on this go around, we got the true FX. But the true gem of it all that I got to say that hands down, without a doubt, something that we needed is this look, right? He just got thrown off the top of the Hell in a Cell, and the man's got a damn tooth inside his nose. That's correct, you guys. I'm not even playing. Like this guy, he jumped off, and the freaking tooth ended up going inside the man's nose. So the fact that it was replicated, I love it right now. As far as the interchanging hands, you will already get them on the figure. You'll get full on open for both, and then you'll get Mike open right there with it. Now the tie too, it's actually positioned slightly different from his last elite. You can see on this one, this was like its own entity. So it's like an actual additional sculpted piece and then added onto the shirt. This right here was actually sculpted into the shirt. Now, which one do we prefer better? Well, it's going to be pretty much up to you. I feel like this right here definitely gives it more of like a special effect. The fact that it's like mixed into the shirt, it's clashing on me, and I don't know how I like it. Now, one thing that I will say, though, that I definitely like is all the tacks located on the man's back, right? He pulled out the bag of tacks, and biggity bang, you got Mankind covered in blood. The guy ended up going through that cell twice that night, too. So if you guys were wondering what kind of madness and craziness is going inside that man's head, it ain't right. And that's why we're going to go ahead and swap it out so that way you guys can see the alternate head scan that you can do with if you didn't want to see the man's tooth before the match. So again, little before and after action that you can have with the figure. And I do think that both do look pretty good. Matter of fact, I like this one too. I think that the way that it's coming through with the shirt, which I got to call him out. This, I could be wrong, you guys, but this is brand new tooling that we are seeing on the sculpted shirt, because you couldn't have done this with any other character, right? Part of his shirt was ripped on the left. On this side, he had it all tucked back, business in the front, party in the back, and then the tights. This is the first time that Mattel is actually mixing it together, because the very first time was just a solid full-on brown Mankind based off the New Generation era. So them mixing it right here with the shirt, first time that we are seeing it. Now, the one thing that I will say is that the detail was actually added to the boots. You'll get the actual studded design outside the boots. On the older one, well, we can't compare it because he's got a different style of pants. Nonetheless, I got to give this Mankind a 9.8, probably ranking within the top two right here of the set. Number one, I still got to give it to Shawn Michaels, you guys. This Bret Hart is going to do some great stuff for my Ultimate Edition lineup. This figure right here, once we get like the full entrance gear and the whole conversion similar to what we saw over here, oh yeah, I cannot wait to try that. And then Cody Rhodes, I got to put him in number, what do you guys think? Number 3. So number 2, without a shout, Mankind. Number 3, Cody Rhodes, mainly due to the fact that we didn't get an entrance jacket. We didn't get the actual like correct paint apps within the gear. And then the fact that, well, you know, we're not going to talk about that belt because they already said they ain't going to do squat diddly. Now, last place, not that it's a bad Hitman, but we just had a recent Ultimate Edition that is definitely having a challenge right there with the Elite, man. Give me your thoughts. Let me know what you guys think about the set. Again, if you guys want to pick these up, these are only available at Ringside Collectibles. Hit the link in the description below if you guys want to save 10% right there with discount code HERO. I appreciate you guys for watching. Drop a like. Hit the subscribe button. And then, Mankind, bring me that damn Sacco. Mr. Sacco!